Right, in our Money Tuesday segment today, we're talking about superstar employees. A good way to get your boss's attention. Stewart Welch is here today. He's talking about 6 habits of superstar employees.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Let's see if we can get through 6 habits.
I think you have some superstars on your staff, and
We
that's
do.
kind of
All
what gave you the idea, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so the first thing you say is lights on, lights off. Explain.
Well, this goes back 30 years. When I first started work, my father gave me some really good advice. He said, son, in the first 6 months, the way you conduct yourself is going to establish the way your employer is going to think about you for the rest of your life, or the rest of the time you're working there. He said, what's really important is be the first one there and be the last one to leave. So lights on, lights off.
Lights on, lights.
Yeah, and so really you just, you got there, it actually put extra time in, and you learn more about the business. There's a learning curve in any business and helps push you right through that. And it was very good advice for me.
Okay, the next thing you say is whatever it takes, adopt that kind of attitude.
Yeah, a lot of people have the it's not my job attitude. And really, if you want to be a superstar, it's whatever it takes. And so you're really looking around for what does it take to help move this business forward. So you're thinking about the business as well as your own career.
Okay, be a team player. That sounds pretty obvious, but not everybody does that all the time.
Americans, I think, just in general, are very competitive individually. And so, but in business, what really makes a business do well is to work together as a team. And you've got a great team when you're willing to help another teammate and not look for recognition.
That's very important. All right, do the unexpected. What do you mean?
Well, I think you're just looking for how do you add value to the business. I'll give you a great example. Our systems administrator he's like fooling with our computer systems at night and on the weekends, making sure that when we come in on Monday, everything's up and running. So it's really what do you need to do to help add some value to that company that's not necessarily part of your primary job responsibility.
Makes you invaluable too.
It makes you invaluable.
Because you count on him, for example,
exactly right,
to make sure everything's going. If he wasn't there, you'd really see miss him. All right, think as an owner. Now, I didn't know what you meant by this, but what do you mean?
Well, all businesses have lots and lots of problems, and so do all the employees have those problems. So when you have a problem and you're going to bring it to management, bring it with a suggested solution, not just the problem. So just begin, if I were the owner and I had this problem, how would I solve that problem and help become like an owner?
Okay, so how do you give that advice, or how do you express yourself and not sound like you're complaining, even though you might say, I don't think this is working? Some people may take it as if you were complaining. So how do you tell the boss?
I think the way to approach that is to say, here's some issues that we have and here's some possible solutions to that, and just offer some alternatives. And what I find is employers find that very refreshing.
Okay, number 6, embrace the concept of continuous improvement. Continuous improvement.
Contentious.
I was going to say, it will be contentious. All right, continuous improvement.
So I think when you go to work every day is what can I do to improve my skill set just a little bit? And also, what's the next level for me, and what do I need to do to get there? Do I need some extra training? How can I help move forward personally, and how can I help move the company move forward?
You used an example of one of your employees. We had Dennis Washington on here just a little bit earlier. He does everything with our web stuff. He's done weather. I mean, he is an example, I think, of someone who continues to change and do things that are invaluable. So we can all learn from our coworkers, right?
Yeah, we can.
All right, good to see you.
Thanks, Janet.
Okay. All right, still ahead, we introduced you to